good, folks? It's a beautiful day. I got a beautiful crowd back here of all the guys hanging. Watch out for that. Could explode us. That was a bubble actually being blown in real time. It's incredible. But yeah, we're here, folks. It's been a beautiful day. It's a Wednesday. It's actually warm out here in Michigan. It's about 65 degrees, or at least it feels like that. We just took a breather outside and went and all stood in the sun together and just looked up into the stars and thought about everything that's happening in the world, and it was really nice. It was good. Balloons. We were looking for balloons, if you can believe that. But we got a beautiful situation here with a serious blue theme to what's going on. We got some extra things I want to talk about. We got some chocolates I'm not going to eat. And it is Wednesday. And this is going to be going live Thursday at 3 o'clock. And the reason that I don't have Carrie's topper on her decanter yet is because it's on the floor. And we'll show you the drawing in a minute. We made it today. It's about 1,000 degrees right now. It's going to be cooling down overnight. So let's get into it. The warmer-upper, we had a great spinning of the wheel, which was awesome, and we got some really cool ways of making sure that we all have some random stuff happening and something cool happens on the show. This turned out to be a collab, a Chris and Joey collab, and this is a color pattern we're going to have to do a little bit more of. Take a look at this. If you can see, which I know you can, you got a beautiful vortex there, you got the GA stamp, but the way this gold had this iridescent reflection really turned out ridiculous. And Joey knows how to bring an optic rope handle like a champ. That handle that went on there, the texture on that, look at the way there's no folds, no uneven folds. It's perfectly, it means the bubble was perfectly symmetrical when it went in the mold. It pulled out perfect. It's a beautiful piece. Crisp foot on it. Beautiful Al Bumpe in there. It's a perfect size mug too. I mean, this thing is an actual, everything about it. The lip wraps on there symmetrical. This is a top of the line, really nice mug. And if I remember correctly, Dawn Great's got it, and you all know her as the Perp champion, and she went for the blue tonight. I kind of thought it might be Taryn Schmidt. She got a different piece, which we'll be showing off in a second, because she's the blue queen. But this is some serious blue. Beautiful, beautiful action. It's an incredible mug, and not every mug that comes out of here is our favorite mug, but I gotta say this is one of the nicer mugs in the past few shows that we've made on the live, and we're gonna have to work with that color pattern a little bit more because it's really, really tight. So that one's to Dawn. Congratulations on a beautiful piece adding to her collection. Then we went into the decanter. This is a custom decanter for Carrie. We drew it up on the flow. We pulled some cane for it, some white cane, and that's why we've got these super strong, prominent white. Let's see if I can put it against my own body so you see. There you go. Look at that beautiful vortex, multiple different blues in the body there. Coming right down to the bottom. Look at that swirlage. I mean, this thing's sweet, and it ended up being the perfect size, the perfect amount of weight on the bottom without a foot, so you set it down and it sits perfectly flat. It doesn't wobble. It's got plenty of sturdiness. You knock it either which way. The weight is on the bottom. It's a really beautiful piece, and if we back it up, Matt, let's take a look down here. This is the topper we designed for. This will be going down into the vase here. As you see, this was the first design, which is a little bit crazy. We were going to put a Rosetta here, but we did not. We actually just did little Van Gogh swirls, and it's a hollow topper. And previously, when I've done these toppers, they've been a little bit top heavy. So you take them and you set them in there, and this is a lot of weight, a lot of solid weight. And if this doesn't sit perfectly flat, it leans to one side, or it just feels awkward taking it out of the canter. So by having this beautifully hollow, this all solid, the weight's going to sit in there perfectly for a really beautiful top, and it's got that elegant flow. It's going to match the bottom really nice, same colors, and I'm really, really excited to see that come out tomorrow. It's going to take some grinding and a little bit of polishing to finish it up so it sits nice in there, but once that's done, Carrie, it might not be Thursday, it might not be tomorrow chipping out. It's very likely going to be next Tuesday, but worth the wait. It's a beautiful piece. Pretty happy with it. Then Chris tried out our new mold that you guys may have seen on the show, and this piece, we've got to make more of these coming up here soon. A new glass for the website perhaps, or something of the sort, but look at the way this ridiculous piece, Taryn got this one turned out. It's that same beautiful blue with an extra bit of cobalt blue on top, and then spots of white. Look at the top. Nothing like this has been done in 202 shows here at the Gathering Point. One of a kinder, handmade on the show by the team. Light as a feather, beautiful turkey leg stem on it, nice volio on the top, no volio on the bottom because this came out so smooth, and a beautiful blown foot. You can see how paper thin that is. Really just, really nice piece. I do love the opportunity to get our hands from all day Wednesday blowing glass all over your guys' pieces. Robin usually, if she sees something really hairy, will wipe them down a little bit before she ships them because she's that kind of meticulous and has that beautiful care for the product, which we love, Robin, thank you. But sometimes you might get a little smear of Hot Shop goo on your piece, and if you do, best to just drink out of it. You know the deal, Taryn. Lucky you. We love that. We love that here in the shop. This is the giveaway for next week, folks. We're not in October. Pumpkin season's all season here at the Glass Academy. Look at the way this guy turned out. Deep cobalt blue. And we were talking with Oliver when we opened up the annealer about the way that we got this stem on here. He was doing stems the other day, doing a great job. But this has got a beautiful deep blue core. And Chris only hit it with the fluffer one time. He was like, shh. And that was it, because he didn't want to fully iridize it. He wanted that deep, beautiful blue to shine through the core of the stem. Gives it a lot of depth and makes it a really ridiculous piece. I haven't had a chance to sign these, but they'll get signed with the show number on the very bottom. And this is going to be the giveaway for next week. So someone's going to win this guy. This is about $112 pumpkin or so. And just a beautiful piece. It was a gorgeous show. We had some really beautiful things done. I brought these over here to show you guys a little extra of what's going on in the shop. Maybe I don't need to hold them all up. You could just zoom in on them, Matt. These are some awesome new wine stoppers that we're working on, re-updating the website for the new year here. This is the clear and recycle examples, and then Matt went to town and made some of these yesterday. They haven't been had put the wine stopper on the bottom, but they look like little berries, little succulent berries of juice, if you will, and those are going to be beautiful. We're still picking out the colors we're going to do, testing, prototyping, but that's a great product that we're going to have. We always try and switch up the wine stoppers. Once you got one, you got 3 or 4, you only probably need 1 or 2 wine stoppers in your house, whether it's for oil or wine or apple cider vinegar, whatever it may be. So we like to switch up the styles so you guys can get something fresh up in your home. These were also, this was more pumpkin action that Joey and Oliver were working on the other day. Wanted to show how awesome these turned off. We went through a whole crackle line. I think it was a half a day maybe, or a 4-hour shift of making crackle pumpkins. So we went down all the transparents, and you can see what a crackle pumpkin looks like. Little bust stitch along the big edges, and then a lot of color displacement along the inside of each of those cracks so that it's got some nice transparency. Beautiful texture to it. He did a great job of melting them in just the right amount. It's literally like a 3-second difference when you go to melt in these cracks. If you don't melt them in enough, they're super scratchy. They'll catch on your shirt, they'll catch on your finger. If they're melted in too much, then it just looks muddled and it looks like a random, weird, sporadic color pattern. So the amount that you melt them in, we talked about it beforehand. He did an amazing job. They're perfect. They're not sharp. They're really nice. That beautiful blue, that's electric blue right there. Super nice. That's our small right there. Typically a small is 48. I think for the crackles, we pump them up a little bit. Is that a husky? Yeah. Look at that. Said woof woof. That was a different-eyed slug right there. Joey and Matt and Oliver throughout the day have been on the slug grind today, getting a refresh stock. We were out of white slugs, out of orange slugs, and they continue to sell because you add them to your house and you're pretty much building your own slarmy. So that's a beautiful thing. We got some more heart things around here. Valentine's Day is over and we're moving on to regular life, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have a great regular life and you don't look forward to Valentine's Day too much, because it's just one day of the year. Anyway, show number 203 is next Tuesday, folks. If you guys love what we're doing, share the feed, talk about us to your friends and family, get a custom order like Carrie got done, and have your mom and have your coworkers and have your friends sitting down in their own home watching your piece being made as we're talking to you. It's super cool. It's a good time. And there's our social media handles. This Thursday, you guys, if you didn't see our Tuesday show, this Thursday from 4 to 7, we'd love to see as many of you as possible at our main location here in Dearborn, Michigan. We're having our first ever outside of glass medium art show. It's going to be a ceramic mug show. We're starting to load up our gallery with some other local and non-local but American-made, handmade products. And that's going to be the opening reception. We're going to have some snacks, some beverages, refreshments. We're going to have all the artists here as well, and we're all going to be here kicking it, having a good time talking to you guys. So please, if you got a free moment from 4 to 7 on Thursday, swing by the studio, say hi, show these people some love, because there's some amazing pieces. Some ceramics I'm not into. A lot of ceramics I am into. I don't like making ceramics, but every single person that submitted to our show, we didn't take all of them. We picked a lot of our favorites, but every single one that's here is a really, really great ceramic artist and or group of artists. So check it out on Thursday. We're having a blast, and that's pretty much the deal, folks. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. Sunday's the experimental show. It's going to be a super cool show. And then we'll catch you all on Tuesday live again to make some more sweet pieces. Next show, I don't believe we have any custom orders booked. We might just get wild, as if we don't get wild every single show. But that's the deal, folks. Have an amazing week. We'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. Thank you to our VIP supporters.